Hi, this is Raj from Sportscars. We've got an absolutely stunning 2009 Porsche Cayman S. It's a 987 Generation 2. It was registered in October 2009, so it actually makes it a 2010 model year car. Finished in absolutely stunning Basalt Black Metallic with a really lovely suite of options. Things like the rear parking sensors are on this car. It's got the optional 19-inch sport design wheels, which we've just had fully refurbished, and they are finished in a lovely, I think you can see it in the picture here, sparkling silver, which is a really bright silver. Really makes them a lovely contrast to that beautiful metallic flecked basalt black paintwork. With it being the S model, it's got the larger brake setup, so it's got the guards red brake calipers with Porsche across them. That all comes from the factory. As you can see, it's in incredible condition. We've just machine polished and waxed this car. Paintwork is in absolutely fantastic condition. As you can see, the center caps are the optional Porsche coloured Porsche crest ones, which again add a nice touch to the outside. And also the vents. So normally the vents are finished in silver on the S models, and this one had its spec from the factory to be painted in basalt black to match the rest of the paintwork, which I think looks really lovely. The mirrors are also stunning, the shape of them on the Caymans, the 911s and Boxsters. Now the rear lights are the standard Gen 2 lights, which are the LED rear lights. As I've already said, it has the parking sensors, has the spoiler which comes up and down. I've left it up for the pictures, but that normally sits down, and I'll show you that later on in the video when I start the car. And it's got the twin exhaust tailpipes, because the S models were really great, a really great balance of power, performance and value as well. So this was produced in 2009. It's a 3.4 litre flat six direct fuel injection, normally aspirated car. It's rear wheel drive. The engine is right in the middle there, so it's got a beautiful balance on the road. And actually a lot of people believe these are much better balanced than 911s, and the width of these cars, these and 997s, are sort of the ideal width for UK roads. In a lot of people's opinions, yes, they haven't got all of the latest tech. Well, in fact, this one does have some of the latest tech, but I'll get into that later. They don't feel too big on the roads. They feel nice and nimble. They feel great on UKB roads, which is why so many people like them, and that's why the values have remained very stable and very strong, sort of for the last 10 years or so, really. Now, we're now very much struggling to get hold of nice examples of this era of Porsche, because it's very hard finding a car that ticks all the boxes in terms of its factory specification, its current condition, plus also all of the servicing, maintenance and other upkeep being done along the way, such as things such as the top mounts on the suspension, the coolant crossover pipes, the air conditioning pipework and condensers, the lower arms, all the suspension and everything else, the exhaust gaskets and bolts, and also the all-important PDK service, whether that's been done. And we've just done that one on this car. So it is hard finding that combination of everything working out, so that's why you don't see very many of these listed with us anymore, because we find a lot of cars that are not as desirable as we would have liked in terms of all of those things that I've mentioned. The inside is a very unusual color. I find I very rarely stock this color. It's stone gray leather. It's got volcano gray headlining. Let me just turn the stereo off. And it's in absolutely stunning condition, as you can see. I'll show you the backs of the seats as well. Really well looked after and cherished. It's got the optional BOSE system, which is 11 speakers, 385 watts, so that's the highest spec system you could get in terms of sound. It's got the optional Xcode Alcantara sport design steering wheel, because it's got the 7-speed PDK. So this is basically the best steering wheel you can get for that 7-speed semi-automatic gearbox, because you've got these full-size metal paddles which follow the wheel as you drive. This side you pull towards you to go up a gear, that one you pull towards you to go down a gear. So it's very much like a race car. You can also slide that across into full manual mode, and then you can use the stick backwards, pull towards you to go down a gear, push it away to go up a gear, again like a rally sequential box. It's covered 57,737 miles. We've just had a major service done, which included spark plugs, obviously oil, pollen filter, air filter, PDK transmission service, brake fluid change, and the drive belt change as well. So we've literally done everything. So on here it says that the next service is due in 18,700 miles or 728 days. It's also got the cruise control system. It's got heated seats. They're the two-way electric seats, so the back is electric with this switch here. The height is adjustable with this lever here, and then it's got a handle to pull it the whole seat forwards and backwards. The seats have also been spec'd from the factory with the X code of the Porsche crest embossed headrests. So they're there and look great, really add a nice accent to the inside here. Then, as I was saying, it's got the heated seat system. It's also got the full climate control, so you can set a temperature, and then it will determine where to put the fans and how fast the fan goes. And then it's got the full Sport Chrono Package Plus system, so that's got that dashboard mounting stopwatch there. It's got the Sport and Sport Plus buttons, which not only change the gear selection in terms of how long it holds gears for, how quickly it changes down, it changes the shift speed, and it also changes how sensitive the throttle is to your inputs as well. You also have on the steering wheel, it tells you what mode you're in, and it even has a launch control mode as well, which would light up on this side. It's got the Galvano silver trim along the dashboard there, and it's got the 3.5mm input, which is the universal audio interface. This car wasn't spec'd with sat-nav from the factory, so a previous owner has fitted a Pioneer head unit, a touchscreen, which is digital radio, but also it has CarPlay connectivity through a USB plugged into the glove box, so you can plug in your phone. Then you've got the full functionality through your phone of a full sat-nav system, which is live data, so either use Waze or you can use Google Maps, which shows you live traffic. As you can see here, the A1 today is currently closed, Handley on my junction here nearby, so that's all showing up, whereas that wouldn't necessarily be shown on the PCM maps unless you've got traffic updates enabled and working on that system. But the grey leather looks absolutely fantastic. It's a really nice contrast to the Basalt Black paintwork. Now let me show you, let me start it up first so you can hear how good this car sounds. They sound really throaty. They've got about 320 horsepower. They'll do 60 in around 4.5 seconds. Incredibly fast car. I'll go through the specs and everything in the history just here in the file that we put together, and it's also available as a PDF on our website when you click on the advert. But let me show you the front and rear sections here. So this is the rear boot. As you can see, there is a lot of space in there to store things. You've got the coolant top up and oil top up there. I forgot to mention actually that this car has got Porsche dynamic lighting, so it's got the xenon headlights, but actually this bezel here rotates as you go around corners, so it actually lights up as you're going around corners. It's speed sensitive, really nice system, and it's got the headlight washers as well, which are all optional. Normally, as standard, these cars come with halogen lights, which are okay, but not as good as the xenons that this car has. And most people prefer the xenons now because they're more equivalent to most modern cars now. Xenons and LEDs, these are a sort of equivalent brightness. All the tools and things are here as it left the factory. So it has the Porsche tyre compressor, it has the locking wheel bolt, has the towing eye, and it has the spanner, screwdriver, and adjustable headlight adjustment tool there. It's also got tyre sealant. This section is an extra storage compartment there, but as you can see, there's lots of room in there. That boot actually goes all the way to the floor, so you can put 2 decent size airplane style pull bags in there. We've just fitted a brand new battery. The other battery was a Bosch one, but it was a bit sluggish, so we decided to we did a battery health check on it, and it was around 60% health, so we put a brand new XI battery in there. It's absolutely stunning condition. All the panels are original, as you'd expect. Well, let me show you the file now. So this is the file we put together. It obviously comes with 2 keys, the full manual pack with the original stamped service book. It's registered 13th of October 2009, so that makes it a 2010 model. As I said, 220 horsepower. I actually do 60 in around 4.8, 172 mile an hour top speed, 19-inch wheels, and it weighs around 1.35 tons. Relatively lightweight compared to most modern cars. And then this is the full option list. Again, you can see all of this PDF on our website, but it has all of the options, and I think I've covered everything on here. I'm just quickly scanning through it. Yeah, everything including the cruise control is listed here. So the BOSE system also has that lovely subwoofer there in the passenger side. The floor mats are this dark grey, which came from the factory, and they're really nice. They're in really nice condition as well. We've also done a full over-rev and diagnostic check using the Porsche PWIS 3 system, so that checks out that the car has never been beyond the rev range, rev limiter. So range 1 and 2 are at or around the rev limiter. 4, 5 and 6 are the ones to be concerned about, but there's 0 entries in any of that. We've also done an average speed check using the engine hours versus the mileage, and that's within tolerance as well. We normally expect between 25 and 35 miles an hour. If the car's been driven more in towns and slower roads, it tends to be close to 25. If it's a heavily motorway driven car, then it's closer to 35. And we've also checked all of the ECU details as well, so the VIN number, the engine number, everything that is coded to the car is on the car, which is a great thing to see that it hasn't been messed around with. And then we've detailed all of the service history, so it's got a full Porsche and Porsche specialist service history. Obviously it's HPI clear as well, and then we've got invoices as well in this pack. So yeah, everything is there and accounted for, and it is in really stunning condition. As you can hear, it sounds absolutely fantastic. I'll just show you that spoiler going up and down. So that's it coming down. So that's it with it all the way down. It's still got a lovely like subtle ducktail with it down, which looks really nice. And then when you put it up, that comes up automatically at 70, and then it goes down at around 50. So there it is up again. It's a beautiful, beautiful car. The perfect practical 2-seater sports car in my opinion, because you've got that front and rear boot, which are so practical. The reason why we stock these 2009 and newer is because these are the reliable engines. They don't suffer bore scoring or anything like that, IMS bearing failures or RMS oil seal leaks. Everything has been rectified on this generation of engine, so it's our preferred choice. This or the later 981s are the great sort of sweet spot, because they all have this lovely flat 6 direct fuel injection engine, in this case the 3.4. So as I said, they're great on the road because the size of the car is perfect for UK roads, and it's just so well balanced and composed. Honestly, if you don't need more than 2 seats, I always say do try the Cayman and the Boxster alongside an R11, because I think you'll be slightly surprised at how well they go down the road. And it's not just at super speed, it's also at nice average speeds, normal speeds that you would do on a day-to-day basis. They just feel so perfect on the road. They're perfectly damped as well, so there's no suspension crashes or anything like that. So they're just, yeah, the ideal Porsche 2-seater sports car. If you are interested in the car, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thanks for watching.